Hey everybody, Alien Spartan 117 here, and today I'm going to be giving my official review for Halo Nightfall. But I would like to start this video out with an apology. I would like to apologize to everybody for myself being dormant on this page for months now. I got myself a job and everything, and I've just been really busy, and I'd simply not had the time. But now I have the time, and I'm hoping to continue this channel, and if possible, post at least one video a week. Now, that is my objective. And, of course, I wish to continue the channel strong and to continue to advance my Facebook page, which is, of course, Spartan Bulletin. Now, with that aside, let's give a review of Halo Nightfall. How did Ridley Scott's first adventure into Halo turn out? Was it good? Was it bad? Let's find out. First, I want to discuss the pros of the series. And, of course, I gotta start this with discussing Locke. How was Locke's character? To me, he wasn't half bad. I mean, I liked his character pretty good. I felt he brought a certain feel of swag to Halo, I guess you could say. I felt that he was a noble man, especially considering he's a part of Oni. And it was good to see exactly how he was. I mean, I didn't know if he would be like an extremely corrupt person because he does work with Oni. But he seems pretty straightforward and noble to me, especially for someone who's from Oni. Now, one thing that I gotta say is very interesting to me, and actually I enjoyed this character more than Locke himself, was Randall Aiken, otherwise known as Randall-037, Spartan 2. Now, this guy, it was very interesting to see the concept of the Spartan 2, who had been out of the entire military for this long. It was good to see how, just how he behaved and stuff. I thought this guy gave a very good representation of how a Spartan 2 would behave that had been out of the fold for that long. Now, one thing that was very interesting, of course, about his story was that he was actually lost for over a full decade away from the UNSC. This is during the Covenant War now, he had a daughter and everything else. His wife, though, died. And somehow, and it isn't really explained, but he only found him and was wanting to redeploy him, but he refused. And somehow they reversed his augmentations and actually made him no longer a Spartan, however that's possible. So, technically, in Nightfall, he's not a Spartan, but come on, he's still a Spartan 2, he's still got 1 in a billion DNA. But I found his character really interesting. Now I want to discuss visiting the Halo ring. Seeing, this isn't the Halo we know. This is a totally new swing on a Halo ring, obviously, because it's only a fragment of a ring. Obviously, this is a fragment of the ring that Master Chief destroyed in 2552 in Halo CE. It's Installation 04. And this is not the Installation 04 that you remember from Halo Combat Evolved. There's no guilty spark, there's no flood, just an entire ring infested with megalith Golo. This ring houses a concept which is fatal to only humans. And it's never really explained what this element is that is fatal to humans. I would like to have seen that expounded upon more in the game, or in the show. But all in all, it was a very interesting concept, and I'm hoping it'll actually be continued to talk about in Halo Escalation as it deals with something similar. But it was so neat to see a ring actually, even if it was sharded. The ring still held mysteries like how did water exist when the temperatures get up to 900 during the day? Obviously, it leads me to believe that mankind still only understands a small fraction, of a fraction of the Forerunner's majesty of the Halo ring. Now, overall, like I said, this show had a lot of solid points. It was interesting to see, obviously there's a new species, I forget its name right off the bat, but you could be saying right at the beginning, and it's someone giving the element to this elite. And this new species, I've done some research on them, I forget their name, but they're supposed to be native to only one moon, and they had too small numbers to be added to the Covenant. And humans just recently made contact with them. So they basically stayed out of the entire Covenant war. They basically just lived on their moon, isolated, doing trading for the Covenant occasionally. it's interesting to see a new species. It'll be interesting to see if they appear in future media or anything. So that's something new and fresh added to Halo. Now I will discuss the negatives of the series. First off, I believe anyone who's watched the show knows what I'm going to say right now, is CGI. The CGI for the series, especially mainly I talked about in the beginning with the Elite, it was good. It was a good representation of an Elite, just like the games, especially mainly Halo 4. But it seemed a little clunky at times. It seemed like it was a little out of place. They needed to have done a slightly better job making sure that it looked like it was in place where it was. Another thing is that the writing at times seemed a little off. I mean, some things people said seemed, I guess I would put it as being too mainstream, just stuff you hear at every sci-fi show. And at times, the series itself, you'd be watching it, and if it wasn't for the ring and the look of the weapons, you wouldn't know if you were even watching Halo or not. Because let's face it, a large majority of the community doesn't even know that hunters are actually a collection of worms. So I mean, that was probably a surprise to a lot of people. And another thing was the actors were good, especially Randall Aiken and Agent Locke. They had they were two really good actors, and a couple of the others were as well. But a couple others of the actors, they seemed to kind of suffer a little bit, I guess you could say. But you could tell they were trying, but somehow they didn't quite pull it off, in my opinion. And another thing was the Oni Eyes, the small side stories that were in it. Some of them were good, some of them were bad. Some of them were interesting, like giving a look at civilian life, while others were just kind of like rambling about nothing, which led to nothing, and basically adding nothing to the story, and quite simply was a waste of the time of whoever was watching them. So yeah, that's basically what I'm going to say about Halo Nightfall. So overall, the series gave us a good look at a fragment of the Halo ring. It gave us a good look and advanced to me greatly how the mentality of the Spartan 2 in his later years of his life. It gave a good introduction to Spartan Agent Locke, and it showed us that life is still capable of fragmenting that ring with a Omega Golo infestation. And it'll be interesting to see if we see hunters in that form coming into a future video game. So, with all this aside, I'm going to give Halo Nightfall an 8.0. I'm going to say that this series was good. It had some flaws that are easily overlooked. And overall, this is a good contribution to the Halo franchise, and I suggest it to anybody who wants to have any interest in Halo, whether you're new to the series or a long-time fan. So that was 8.0 for Halo Nightfall. So thank you everybody for watching this video and stuff. I hope it's been helpful if you've been considering watching Halo Nightfall, or if you were just interested in a review. I'm going to be uploading more Halo related content, especially story related content. I'm going to be releasing a couple more of those top Halo or top 10 Halo videos. That's one that I uploaded seemed to be pretty successful, and people seem to like it, so I think I'll upload another one of those pretty soon. So yeah, have a good day everybody, and this is Alien Spartan 117 signing out.